Hello everyone! Welcome back. The boys are back in town for another edition of 20 Years of Resident Evil. As always, I am your host, Lady Naga.
As always, I'm your co-host, Rosetta.
And as always, people are getting shot.
I would expect no less.
So this is Resident Evil Remake, the HD Collection Edition, which means that this LP got some visual upgrades now. No, we don't want spoilers. They're now running at 60 frames per second at 1080p.
Ooh.
We are not yet widescreen though, and I will explain why very shortly. But
Wonder
to
why.
start with, let's start a new game. Yes, as I said, we can have either 16:9 or widescreen. This is original for now. We have alternate controls, and this game finally has subtitles for all you people who want to hear the cutscenes and don't feel like looking up the individual cutscene videos that I post that nobody watches. Believe it or not, this is our difficulty select. So we've got this here, number 1, climbing a mountain, which is normal. Like going on a hike is considered easy, and like taking a walk is very easy, which is a new difficulty they added for this HD remaster. So we're going to be playing on normal. And since we started as Chris last time, I think we should start as Jill this time.
Ah, your name's vibrating.
And it's got this really anachronistic heads-up display for like saving and loading and stuff that looks really weird and doesn't look anything like the original game's menus.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Found it yet?
No, not yet,
I hope Bravo Team's okay.
Bizarre murder cases have recently
Oh, I'm
occurred
sure
in
they're
Raccoon
fine.
City.
Yeah, why wouldn't
There
they?
are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten.
This intro
The Bravo
monologue
team was sent
is
in to investigate,
actually completely the same
but we
as
lost
the
contact.
original game.
The members were apparently
Bravo
wrecked.
Team's helicopter was a derelict.
Apparently playing a sweet FPS. Is this Halos? Is this Calls of Duties?
Save for the remaining body
Yeah,
of
it is.
Kevin.
He went like ugh, but like he
continued
didn't
our
like
search
he didn't
for the
recoil in
members.
terror or anything. It took him a while to like
And
his
it
body to
turned
register it,
into
I guess.
A nightmare.
These aren't real actors. It sucks.
Yeah, this is all CG now, presumably because that's a lot easier to make than pre-rendered or not pre-rendered. People
Still
are people. Can you consider people pre-rendered?
Yeah.
I mean, you get when you're born, you're just rendered. My mama can output 2,000 silicone graphics an hour.
Have your mom on my silicone.
I don't get it.
Well, goodbye.
Yeah.
Jill, you okay? You look a little bit stone-faced there, like you don't even care.
I don't know, man. I think you just don't understand the human subtleties. She looks pretty terrified to me. However, there is one trend that Resident Evil has developed now all of a sudden, and that's whenever Jill is faced with any sort of terrifying situation, she immediately falls flat on her fucking ass. Strong
That's what I do.
protagonists.
Look, like,
She
if
gets to
I'm...
keep her, I'm glad she gets to keep. I'm glad she gets to keep her rocking shoulder pads.
Look, I have to say anything happen to me. Like, if I'm at McDonald's and I get my order wrong, I just fall on the floor.
So your life is like a wacky slice of life anime?
Yeah. I walk into McDonald's holding, like, bread, like toast in my mouth already.
More games need to start with like a transition of a dog gonna bite your ass.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
That scamp is always getting lost.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Hey, Whisker.
Jill, no.
You don't want to go back out there.
Jill, no.
We got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and
You
investigate.
idiot!
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
Alright. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp.
Now we need to see the door opening again, I guess.
A dining room.
Alright, so we're finally in control. This is the game. For the HD re-release, they upgraded the lighting effects.
It looks really
However,
nice.
one thing, yeah. However, one thing that they didn't do is see if we go widescreen here, you can see that the backgrounds are the same size, and instead what they do, you can kind of see it. It's a little hard to get it right in this area here, but as you can see, they sort of pan and scan around. Because the backgrounds for this version of the game aren't new files made from like the old source files. These are just the original backgrounds from a slightly higher original size, upscaled. Which means that if you play widescreen like this, the camera has to pan and scan around the backgrounds, which are kind of zoomed in, and it's kind of disorienting, and it doesn't look very good. And it kind of ruins the original artistry of the game because you're not looking at the whole background all the time. You're looking at only a little portion of it every so often. So for that, we're going to be playing in the original 4x3. Let's pick up this ink ribbon here. So back from the original game is examining, and Code Veronica, I suppose, is examining things in 3D. But when we examine things this time, they got like a sweet little animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that gunfire. This is our handgun for the game. It's the Samurai Edge, which is sort of the game's signature weapon. Although, even though that wasn't actually in the first game. And here's our knife. And our ink ribbon, a 4 typewriter, Royale type.
Okay.
Man, it says something in Japanese, I think, at the bottom here. I'm not quite sure. I don't know how to read.
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Let me taste it.
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
So the alternate control scheme for this game is more like a modern game. It's not tank controls like the original, as you can see here. When we move left and right, we just immediately turn and start walking in that direction. But if we ever need the original tank controls, they're simply mapped to the D-pad now. So we basically, no matter what, we always have both control schemes at the ready.
Okay.
And this game, they also added in a quick turn. If we use the right control stick here, we can quickly turn forward and backward, which is infinitely useful in every game it's featured in, and it really should be in every single game, so I'm glad it's in here. Oh god, no, it's a zombie.
Oh no!
Gotta get out of here.
I don't like zombies.
Barry!
What is it?
Barry!
Look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it.
Well, you know it's a monster. Maybe it's just a really raggedy dude. You know, he's seen better days. He needs a little bit of skincare. So what?
What
You
the
gonna
hell
judge him?
is this thing?
Yeah.
I found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
Of course, this updated version is much more difficult than the original in several ways. As you can see right from the beginning, it's more difficult because that zombie just, unlike in the original where Barry just kills that dang zombie, this time he comes back for some reason. It felt like,
Jill.
hey, there are not enough zombies in this game. Jill
Good idea.
shouldn't get a break by having Barry kill that guy. Let's just have him come back.
Just bring him back. The game needs more zombies.
Yeah, in general, in this version of the game, Jill and Chris's campaigns are more what's the word? They're more parallel. Like, unlike in the first game where Jill was sort of de facto the easy and Chris was de facto the hard. In this game, their difficulty between the two is more or less the same, and the real difficulty choice is that multiple choice at the beginning there.
Barry.
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it
Though,
out.
per the
Same
original
here.
game, Jill
Chris,
has more
and now
inventory
Wesker.
slots, and Chris can take more
There's not
damage.
much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay, then. I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
And this time, the lockpick actually looks like a lockpick.
Thanks.
Fine.
I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
Now he says that we need. The game implies that we need to go to the other side. However, unlike in the original, when you went to that side and you could use your lockpick to open that door, Jill can't open that door with her lockpick in this version. We still need to get the sword key, which is completely optional in the original Jill's playthrough. Because they spent all that time modeling and developing the key that they felt that we need to use it. Anyway, here's a zombie that we Barry shot, and he's still around. But we don't need to go in that direction, so let's just keep going. Get this tape from Kenneth. This tape is one of the more hilarious elements of this game, as we get it in this beginning here, and we don't get to use it until right near the end, and shockingly, what's on it is completely underwhelming for how long we have to keep it in our inventory. Well, not in our inventory. It goes into this. Jill apparently has like a special key item slot for that tape, even though she doesn't for anything else. It goes into like your files, even though it's not a file. It's a dang old videotape.
The influence that beta that we know Resident Evil 4 had is really shown in this version, I think, with the lighting and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really similar, I think.
Let's see if we can dodge this guy. Let's see if my gameplay skills are up to snuff. Come on. Come on. Oh, I could just walk right past him. Okay, he didn't even lunge at me. Yeah, I'll try to. I'll try my best to attempt to show it off. Although again, I'm not super great at this game. But the alternate control scheme does somewhat ruin the difficulty of the game. We got a dagger, so it's our defensive item. We'll be showing it off a bit later, but we'll just keep that in your back pocket for now. Where is he? Oh, he's not even anywhere near here. Okay. Sorry, as I was saying, yeah, the alternate control scheme makes it a bit easier to dodge zombies, so it does kind of ruin the difficulty, but it's honestly not by... It doesn't completely make this game trivially easy to play, so... Anyway, we just want to lead this guy away from the statue so we don't have to deal with him. The only thing in this game that I'm not as much of a fan of as the original is I think I'm not a big a fan of the music in this one. I feel like it's a little too ambient. I much prefer the original compositions, but that's just a personal thing. I understand that technically it's better because it's like actual instruments and stuff instead of the synthesized horse crap.
But we know what the fan favorite is. Director's cut.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the one from the film.
Oh, that's it.
Did we? Yeah, grab the arrow. I got a little turned around there. I was so busy dodging zombies I forgot if we actually got the thing we were supposed to get. So this door leads us to a completely new area. That wasn't in the original. It's this graveyard in the back here.
You need to look a lot more evil, I guess.
Yeah. There's like this fat naked guy. I believe that's a unique zombie model. I don't believe that guy's in any other part of the game. But if we examine the arrow, we can take the arrowhead off.
Actually, that's modeled off of me. Peridot, the poor man's emerald. Take that, Steven Universe fans.
Your character isn't as good as a Pokemon game.
Yeah. I'll teach him.
If I should actually make a mod for the second generation Pokemon games called Pokemon Peridot, where it sort of implements the Pokemon and stuff from Gen 3, but like in a much worse fashion. So we get this book, which is... The book is titled Next World, but the translated text is Book of Curses. I don't know what's up with that. But if we look at the back, there's a key here. What's this key doing here? And just some bullshit about masks. Hey, you nerds will get to read in the thread.
What dorks.
I'm sorry that I completely undersold this giant suspended casket, by the way. I apologize for not reacting as if I should.
I'm just underselling everything anyways.
Some flowery poetry about the flames overtaking us. Yeah, come on. Come off it, Capcom. See if we can avoid... Okay, we did. Let's see if we can avoid. Yeah, okay, we did. Grab these shotgun shells.
Good job.
Grab the shotgun shells before we even got the shotgun. This game's spoiling what we're gonna get left and right. Oh, did you hear that generic wolf sound?
I did.
Oh, I kind of faded right there. Yeah. Also, once again, we can walk up and down stairs without pressing a button. The feature that seems to come and go in these games as it pleases. Alright. So, unlike in the first game where there was a completely superfluous step ladder that made no sense to be here, now we just need to push this dresser in front of the statue and we can get our map. There also seems to be way more art in this room than there was in the original as well. All kinds of tiny little paintings. Most of them seem to be repeats.
Look, a new connoisseur moved into the mansion.
I love this painting so much, I want a bunch of tiny copies of it.
Yeah. Put it on my phone.
Making my phone background. Man, that's one of my... It's the thing I love doing is asking people, hey, can I borrow your phone? And then they've got like anime titties on their wallpaper.
My really good friend left his tablet in college one day. So I was like, well, I'm going to hold on to this. And I changed his background to anime titties. Haha!
Nice.
That's,
so that's with the defensive item.
That's good friendship right there.
Item. So the defensive item. I'm trying to explain gameplay elements here, Rosetta. You're talking about tits. This is the defensive item. If a zombie grabs you with his zombie strength, you can. If you have a defensive item in your inventory, you'll use it against him, and it'll do a little bit of damage, and it'll make it so that you don't take any damage. So that's good. Let's take another one. Oh man, that was good. You thought they were gonna jump through, but now they just teased it. They're good at playing with your expectations. They know what you want. They know what you're gonna get.
No, but Hannibal's busted.
Oh, by the way, I totally forgot to mention. Second time that Jill has fallen flat on her ass right there.
Oh yeah, true.
In the face of danger.
You know, she walks for miles inside this pit of danger.
Nah.
When is Batista gonna be in a Resident Evil game?
I don't know, man. You gotta stop talking about that stuff. No one knows what we're talking about.
Everybody knows who Dave Batista is.
Oh, we want to get this first. No one knows who Dave Batista is.
People know who Dave Batista is. What are you talking about?
I don't. Oh no, we can't get the herb yet because we need the freaking... Oh, this inventory system is so...